This is going to be a quick review on the Cas Hanwei Shobu Zukuri Raptor Katana. Now, I've had this one here for a few years, I think over 4 years, maybe about 5 years, and it's a really nice sword. It has a few pros and cons about it, and we'll get into that now. As you can see, this one is highly customized, just as my other Raptor is. This sword comes with a 13-inch ska and a 29-inch blade. The saya finish is a black speckle finish, which is very durable. It doesn't have very many dings or anything on it because just that's the way that the finish is. It comes with a typical black cotton sagyo, and I changed that out just because I wanted something different. The kojiri, kurigata, and koiguchi are all horn, and they hold up very well. The fuchi, kashira, and suba come with a black finish on them when you first get them, but it's worn off and it was only in certain areas, so I took a rust eraser to give it this look. And when you do the rust eraser, the nice thing is, real quick, if you notice, the dark stays in certain parts. So it gives it more contrast and a really nice look, because the dark stays in the parts that are in more, and the bare metal is on the higher points on the metal. The Manuki are feathers. The raised skin comes white, but I don't really like white samigawa because for me I just don't like the look of it. But also on this one I used it so much that it actually got dark in the areas where my hands go, so I lacquered that black. It comes with black suede ito, which ended up working its way loose after much practice, and I replaced it with silk. And I also added shitome, which are the little eyelets right there. Didn't need it, I just put them there for looks. I also changed the seppa to black as opposed to the brass ones it had, partially because they got dirty, and also just to make it something different. Now the blade on this, of course, is Shobu Zukuri, and in case you don't know what that is, it does not have that line right here that transitions, called the yokote, to separate the rest of the blade from the kisaki. This is Shobu Zukuri. It's supposed to be better at piercing armor. It's a little bit more tip heavy, but it's a blade shape that I really like. This one here does not have a bohi in it, and that I know of none of the Raptors do, on exception of the Unokubi Zukuri. It still does whistle even though it doesn't have a bohi. I don't know if you can hear that very well, but it does whistle. The blade is 5160 spring steel, so it won't take a set as easily as other types of steel, or if this was differentially hardened. The ska, with being 13 inches, it's pretty good, but I would prefer this to be a little bit longer, like about 14-inch ska. That's mainly personal preference right there. But the nakago, which is the tang, is 1.5 inches from the end of the ska. Now if that was a little bit longer, it would give this sword even better balance, but it's not too bad. When I first got this sword, it was not incredibly sharp, but my sensei sharpened it for me, and it definitely cut much better for me after it was sharpened. Depending on what you're cutting though, that's also going to depend. I was cutting tatami mats, but if you're only cutting things like noodles, then it's not really going to be a big deal, and this has pretty much always cut noodles for me. That's pretty much it. I definitely like this sword, and I definitely recommend it, and even with these changes I made, they're not necessary to do, but I wanted to do them, so I hope this was helpful and informative. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!